Is making a lot of money being successful? You want me to be where I am, how to get to where you need to be. I can reach it. I didn't want to be rich. I just didn't want to be poor. 10 years ago, a vision, and 2. I started this business with 250 employees, and now we are $150 million by the end of this year. We will win, and every day we get out of the elevator. I had this vision in the past when I walked into my office, that I had. And after a few years, I feel this success is real, and the feeling of satisfaction. You know, when I was little, my family he did not speak English, and many immigrants. When we came to North America as 8, I was so old that my father built a house. When you hold it in a language I don't know at all, read the mortgage and review the paperwork I had to spend, and 18. We were at that point when we were ages, I saw that we were living a middle-lower class life. And I go from where I am to where I need to be. I ask myself, how can I reach? And so, just buying a house, how much money do I need to earn? For I started calculating. Then the taxes, and I added other things and capital, how difficult it will be to save. I understand because capital is the hardest thing. Saving is different from getting a lot of money. Something. But the tax in North America. If you look at the system, accumulating capital, it's really hard to be where I am. I made a decision that I wanted to be class or lower class or mediocre. I didn't want to be great with just one thing, because you did great things. The people I see are basically one. I realized they were great at everything. I always remind myself of this, tens of millions of dollars a year to football players paid for playing with the ball, kicking the ball, 10 million a year for defense. They don't charge dollars, just a task, do it and do it really well, 10 million per year for, they're buying, nobody buys anything from you. It doesn't take anything, it's just what you're good at. Nobody will make you rich, for the world reward mediocrity at a variety, rewarding only the exceptional ones. So it rewards something you're good at. You have to find the thing and you're great at it, because you're not good at what you're not good at. If you focus and be good at it, if you try, he will trample you like a mop. With someone you encounter when you think about success and when you think about business and entrepreneur, everyone is good when you think about being, want to talk about times, and I always tell people, son, it's easy to be an entrepreneur when you shine, when there is a cash flow people, when you love and it's too much trouble running your own business when you are not. It is easy, but it is the greatest desire to achieve the same desire. Do it even when your customer leaves you or to pay your employees. Do it when you don't have enough money or when you have real problems at home, and do it when no one cares. Being a great entrepreneur is around you. When failure occurs, stay focusy and the ability to stay highly motivated. What is not the ability to cope successfully? They decide when it will be successful. It's up to you to grasp the failure that will give you. Your ability to accept failure. Don't get hit, but on those days, get up and your team. Get in front of them and point them in the same direction. Make it happen and motivate it the most on those days. Because on those days, if you can, you can be a successful entrepreneur. It's really lonely to be. I don't usually say it because people call me, and I will be your friend and ask for understanding. I don't want to, but the truth is, this is an entrepreneur. How successful will it be? Because it means you're that lonely. That's the target on your back that can be stuck. You know how big you are. And someone always pushes you on your back, comes around to hunt when you start, and things aren't going well. Misery really becomes your friend. We will have a drink and hang out together, find many people. It's easy, but to continue, it's really hard to focus at that level. And one of the things I try to do is people who are where I want to go. I research and love to learn the way I called many people throughout Avis. For example, Warren Avison, who started Rent-A-Car. I worked for him indirectly. He was the owner of a holding company where I worked, and great for people you've never heard of. He was one man, many things from many people. The biggest lessons I learned, and the biggest, my mentor, was always my father. Because he, another person at your level of courage. I really didn't see this when I was little. I didn't understand. Life gets more successful as it progresses. To give me the opportunity to be, I understand the sacrifices he must make. My father was 37 years old when he failed. He had to leave his country where he was buried. He stayed, crossed the border, jumped on a boat. My mother and me with a suitcase and your tongue, not even a single creature that he doesn't know, brought to a foreign land she did not know. And we have about $20 in our pocket. There was this, it's courage. And as I get older, it's, what I really learned from the situation is never, not to complain, because first of all, nobody. You don't care. And the second one deserves life. All you do is one. It's an opportunity, my dear friend, something for you. When you get the chance, you should take it, complain. You shouldn't. And after, you should go. I'm a very emotional man. I am a very passionate man about my job. I love everything about it. I love where I'm not emotional. Winning or losing is your own priority. Your judgment or emotion into a discussion, not getting into fights or anything, you must be very careful about. Because it's very clear what the purpose is should be, and in the business world the goal is often to make money for my first company. When I got the offer, I didn't want to sell it, and so we need to close the deal. And I changed the idea, and what I wanted to buy, I called and said, I can't sell this company. Looked at, and why don't you want to sell? I said, that company is like my child. I said, no, it's not. It's a job. He said, no. I said, no, my work is my child, and no, not your child is what you have at home. This is family. Make sure I pay you the right price. If you think you should go ahead and sell it, that you can maximize your return. If you think about it, don't sell it and don't worry too much about it. Emotionless. Leave your emotions at the door. It's about when you hit the real world with people who are really good at something to compete, you will start technology advertising anything. And I really like that. They know well how to make a lot of money. You want to be successful. This is people around the world. You must take failure with skill. I hate that tag. I hate it sometimes in the middle of the night that I will fail or fail. I break into a cold sweat when I feel like do you know that I wake up inside I run every day, and as long as I can, I go for runs. And sometimes, like everyone else, I'm getting tired too and keep going. To that point where I feel like I can't. This little inner voice inside me when I come. Then he says, what are you, failure? My feet ache from pain. Blood begins to flow through your veins. I don't care. I won't stop saying that word. I hate being known by this word. I don't want. We have come to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe and like the video for more.